What's going on, guys? Arkham here with a brand new video for you guys today. Today I want to talk about future superhero games because currently I think there's a drought when it comes to hero games. And recently I made a video about the Arkham Knight being an unappreciated game, how good it is. And when I went back to go play Arkham Knight, went back and play Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, it just made me think to myself like, Rocksteady and any other developer when it comes to these kind of games have so much potential and so much untapped resources on their hands. And it's like, we can have so many good superhero games, even supervillain games, but we just don't have them. You can count on your hand how many there is. You got the Ultimate Alliance series for 3 is exclusive to the Switch. So if you're on Xbox or PC and PlayStation, you can't even play Ultimate Alliance 3. You have the new Avengers game that's coming out. Then you have the Arkham series. And yes, you have like those little not as good, pretty crappy MMOs like DC Universe, but we're talking about like full-on superhero games like the Arkham series. It's nothing like it. Yes, there's Spider-Man that's also again an exclusive to PS4, but multi-platform games. I feel like there should be a lot more. Like, I'm not even saying that Rocksteady still has to make it, but anyone who can build on that formula from Rocksteady with the Arkham series, why isn't there more games like these? For Supergirl, for Superman, or the Martian Manhunter, for all these characters DC has, all the characters Marvel has, and the one character I just named, Supergirl. Here's the reason why I want to focus on that. When was the last time you played a superhero video game where the lead character was a female hero? Don't worry, I'll wait. It doesn't happen. Now, yes, there's video games where the main character's a female. Tomb Raider, Heavenly Sword, Bayonetta. You have Metroid, the Alien series. And there's a lot of games out there where the main character is a female. But superheroes, we're talking superhero characters, not these other characters, these other video game characters, but full-on DC Marvel characters. They don't have their own game. Supergirl was like the main focus in terms of the main hero, the main protagonist of Injustice 2. But she didn't have her own game. I feel like that's what we need. We don't need Rocksteady to do a Superman series. What about Supergirl? Or better yet, any other female DCF character. I feel like it would be so much fun to be able to enjoy that, be able to see things from their perspective and have the story based on their upbringing in their life. Like, we don't want another origin of Batman. We don't want another origin of Superman. But you can get people interested in these female heroes if you have an origin for them. And again, it doesn't even have to be Supergirl herself, but I'm just using her example. It can be Wonder Woman. It can be Wonder Girl. It can be Donna Troy. It can be anybody. It can be any superhero. It can be even males and teenage heroes. It can be anybody. It just needs to have that idea. And I feel like that idea is lacking right now because no one's talking about it. Gaming is more about what the press is saying. If no one's mentioning, hey, can we get a video game based on the Huntress's life, a Birds of Prey video game? Like the full-on Birds of Prey. You can have a co-op game where one person plays as Huntress, one person plays as the Black Canary, and then your support characters is Oracle and all the other members of the Birds of Prey faction. But no one talks about that. If they did do a female superhero video game, I can almost guarantee you it would probably be a Harley Quinn game. It shouldn't be, but that's what it would be because Harley Quinn right now is the most popular character from DC in terms of females. And that's mostly because of the movies. The movies with Margaret Robbie has made Harley Quinn even more popular than she already was. She was already a popular character, but now she's even more popular than she was before. So you have that, and people kind of just, because of CW, people have like a very mixed opinions on Supergirl because of the CW series. People probably won't be as interested in the Supergirl series for video games. But I think it'll be a good idea to have any kind of. It doesn't have to be DC. It can be Marvel as well. You can have a Jean Grey focused X-Men game. I just feel like it's a genre that's already ignored by itself because we don't have a lot of standalone superhero games to begin with. The ones we do have are mostly, faction based, like again Ultimate Alliance and Avengers, the DC Universe MMO. But outside of like Spider-Man and the Arkham series, you don't really see a lot of superhero video games where it's focused on one character and their story. I feel like there's just so much untapped potential, untapped resources when it comes to that. I feel like somebody out there, some developer who works for Disney or works for Warner Brothers, start making those games that have a female lead. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of the patriarchy that exists in our country. Make a female-led game. I'll tell you right now, for someone my age, growing up, majority of the things that dudes were into have female leads. Metroid, it's led by Samus is a chick, but more dudes played that game than chicks. The biggest fans for the Alien series when it comes to movies is males. The biggest fans for Powerpuff Girls were males. The biggest fans for Totally Spies were males. The biggest fans for Sailor Moon was males. So this whole idea that men don't want anything where women are the focus of the series is bullshit, because back in the day, those series were enjoyed by men. Yes, women did watch them too, obviously, but the majority of the people who supported those series, Aliens, Totally Spies, Powerpuff Girls, etc., 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 were men. So the whole idea, like, that's more of a recent thing when it comes to men hate female leads. That's more of a recent thing, not something that's been around forever. Laura Croft has been around forever, and everyone has always loved Laura Croft. But again, she's not a superhero. And there's a lot of people out there who are big Wonder Woman fans. You can't tell me, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of DC fans out there, you can't tell me that you wouldn't be into a Wonder Woman standalone video game knowing her backstory. And the same thing goes with Supergirl. The same thing goes for basically DC and Marvel have very well thought out superheroes. But you can also use a standalone video game to introduce a new hero. It's just a thought. As a comic book fan, I often want to see a lot of the things that I see on TV or the movies or in the comics put in video games, because I play video games. I'm a gamer. It's what I do. Most of my time is spent playing video games. So as a gamer, I want to see the other forms of media that I partake in be put to gaming. And I'm a huge fan of female heroes. I made a video before about Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is one of my favorite heroes. Been that way since she was Miss Marvel. I'm a very huge fan of Talia al Ghul and her sister Nessa and Roz. I feel like as a DLC at the least for any kind of like future Batman game, a DLC where you play as Talia will be great. You basically you go through the trials of becoming a Roz, or you do missions to help out Ra's al Ghul, things of that nature, because it'd be fun, it'd be different. And that's kind of like what I want to end this video on, being different, not diversity, different, but like different from this isn't the same thing that you've been playing for your entire life. This is something new for you to experience, and we don't have that difference when it comes to superhero video games. It's lacking. It's kind of like with MMOs. MMOs are pretty basic and generic. There's always, the medieval times. There's always, knights and Templars and wizards and warlocks. Not, Spartans and Athenians or, anything for different time periods. It's always just that one time period. So to me, MMOs, they all just seem kind of generic because they all follow the exact same kind of, guidelines. Branch out. Be different. Well, with all that said, guys, if you think you'll watch, I hope you'll enjoy it. Catch you guys next time. Peace out.